Hello. Are you ready for another story today? This one's about a very special friend of mine. This is Missy. She's a bear, and this is her baby bear doll, Blueberry. Now this is a story about her going to a party. Missy Bear was very excited. She had a nice hot shower and was getting ready to meet her friends at the party. She had put on her beautiful new cape with a hood to keep her warm for the long walk through the forest. Missy was all set to go. She had a small flowered bag with a few snacks in it, just in case she wanted a picnic while on the way. Picking up her teddy bear dolly Blueberry, she tucked him under her arm and headed out. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining and it made diamonds on the snow along the path. The birds were singing hello to each other and to all the creatures that were out and about on this beautiful day. Missy Bear felt so alive that she started to sing with them. Missy was not the best of singers, but that did not bother her or the birds. They sang just to hear the wonderful sounds join with the beautiful day, making them all so happy. Smiling, she talked to Blueberry and told him all the things she saw. A pine tree with snow making it look like it had cotton balls on each branch. The mountain ash tree full of berries behind it. The two trees looked like one, and the berries looked like tiny Christmas ornaments. She said it must be Mother Nature's very own Christmas tree. She had to cross a stream with a pretty stone bridge. The stream wasn't frozen solid, and the water laughed as it ran over the rocks along its banks. There were even a few tiny minnows swimming and playing. Missy wanted to play too, but she couldn't stop. There were places to go and things to do for the party with her friends. Missy had walked for a long time and was starting to get tired and hungry, so she looked for a nice spot to take a break. Blueberry was looking as well, and pretty soon they saw an opening off the path where there was a holly bush and a fallen tree for her to sit on. She told Blueberry that the holly would look really nice in bowls at the party. She sat down, had a sandwich, and when she was done, she opened the pretty bag and put a lot of holly branches in it. Then she and Blueberry continued on their way. Missy kept talking to Blueberry, telling him about the party. Granny and Grandpa Bear were having the party so all the little bears could get together and have some fun during the long, cold winter. Cindy Lou, George, and Joe were going to be there. Even cousins Mary and Marcia were coming from the next forest over. Jessie and Brutus and Bruno were also expected. Missy had never met some of the bears that were invited, and she was looking forward to seeing everyone. The more she talked about the party, the faster she walked. There was to be dancing with music by the Boo-Bop Jazz Bears. Missy didn't know how Granny and Grandpa got the most popular group to come to their party, but she was really glad they did. All the adult bears were bringing food, so it was to be a big potluck dinner. Those were the best kind of meals, since everyone always made their best and favorite food. Once they were done eating, they would all be really full. The walk went by so fast that when she stopped for a breath, she realized that Granny and Grandpa's house was just around the corner. She started running when she saw the yard. It was full of bikes and sleds and bears. She couldn't wait to get there. The littlest ones were making snow bears and snow forts. The older ones were having a snowball fight. Everyone was laughing and having a really good time. As Missy got to the yard, everyone ran to give her a hug. It was like coming home after a long trip. Granny was standing in the doorway, and Missy went in with her to help arrange the holly branches around the room and the fireplace. The big dining room was full of tables, chairs, and food. The living room and parlor were opened up together, and the jazz band was warming up. Missy saw Sue, her special friend from school. They went outside to see what was going on and to talk. They walked out to the barn and watched the horses who were inside where it was warm. It would be too cold for them to stay outside until the party was over. Sue told Missy that her family was going to go on a holiday to the mountains for 2 weeks, and she was going to learn how to ski. Missy thought that would be so much fun and wished she could go too, but she knew she couldn't since she had promised Mrs. Bruno she would babysit her young twins while Mrs. Bruno was at work. Missy was saving up her money for a really nice present for Granny's birthday. She had almost enough with the babysitting. She would be able to pick it up really soon. It was time to go back into the house as the band had started playing and they could hear people starting to dance. So they held hands and ran towards the door. The end. Do you think Missy had fun at the party? I think maybe the next part of the story, it'll show what she did at the party and how much fun she had. Bye-bye.